Here's the thing about the world. The world doesn't want to be woken up. The sleepers don't want to be woken up. And they wake up when they are ready. They'll start suffering. They'll start going through the process of waking up. Just because you're suffering doesn't mean that you're waking up or where you're on that scale. Let me think about that. Actually, I think the suffering gets worse. But it's also counterbalanced with the benefits of awareness. And the benefits of awareness mean a closer proximity to God, where you have a tangible feeling, you have a blessed feeling, while at the same time suffering. And sometimes all the more acutely because of that contrast, holding these two points of reference. But our role when we're in the world and we're holding these 2 points of reference is to bridge the world and bring that energy into this world. And it's frustrating because the opportunities are restricted. The opportunities for doing that are quite restricted. One of the ways we can do it is just pure transmission. But to do that, our psyches have to be quite unencumbered, because it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. It's like putting fertilizer on a garden. Everything grows. All the weeds spring up too. So as soon as you start amping up your energy, which is what will happen when you start transmitting it, because you're creating a flow and a current. And actually, it can get very, very powerful because it wants to flow. And it can sweep away encumbrances too. But before it sweeps them away, it agitates them. And it agitates them in various ways. And so psychologically, they come to the surface to be dislodged. And so their attachments are kind of sore points in our psyches. And so that gets activated. And we hurt in various ways, unconsciously, and then eventually consciously. If we don't, if we're amping the energy and we're not letting go of the thing. And I don't mean that it's just, I don't know for sure. Maybe it is great just to let it all go right now and just flush it all out. But I think there is a purpose. Well, we find a purpose in dissecting the elements. Those are springboards for further creativity. And if that's what we want to do, be in the world and be inventing new neuroses and making art out of it, that's allowed. But what do we want to do? And who even are we? I believe we're a collective. We're like cells in a larger body. And cells have different intentions and different purposes and different skills, especially in a complex cosmic body. And also, it's fractal holographic, meaning it's self-similar on many different dimensions and scales. There's a pattern that runs through many dimensions. And the thought of the thing is in every part. Just like the human body has DNA that has the template, the story for the whole organism and more. So magic is one of the ways of dislodging these things, because we can work through them, and we don't even have to do them ourselves. We can even witness some magic that somebody else has done, but because we are all one, we can learn from it, we can benefit from it. Seeing a painting, seeing a symbol, we actually can be catalyzed to heal and to let go of something. Because we're working collectively. We are working collectively, but every problem has so many different parts to it. We've done a lot of creating of that. And so we have to uncreate them too, which means just resolve them back into the whole. And that's especially what we're doing right now. Like, we've made a big mess, and it's blown up so big, and we're so complicated, and we've lost our footing. And There are cosmic forces that just push us along and encourage us to evolve, and it evolves through us. The universe is evolving through us. So things are just happening. Things are just happening beyond our control, like probably most of it. And somewhere in there, there's a spark of independent self-determination, a soul, maybe whatever you want to call it. But it's a spark. It's a spark of the divine, and it's what makes it all. It's what makes it all alive. It may not exist at all without the awareness of that spark. So the spark expands into the universe and sees itself in everything. It creates a universe as it imagines itself to be. So it's expanding and expanding and expanding. But eventually it has to bring all those pieces back together that actually created from its entirety, its anti-self, which is just a clone of it that has all the opposite attributes. This is the yin and the yang that make up the Tao, that every cell dividing, and the masculine and feminine, positive, negative. It is duality that is fundamental to creation through the entire cosmos. I mean, maybe there's a place that they're very likely. Well, I don't know. where we exist has this a very fundamental, universal thing, that there is this singular source and then duality, and everything kind of branches from there. In the Kabbalistic tree of life, there's 10 Sephirot, which could be considered dimensions of reality, where that original light is becoming more colored, nuanced, differentiated as it shines down through these dimensions of reality, and then fully manifests in the kingdom, Malkuth, the kingdom. And so that's where all matter is really created. That's where it's finally condensed into the elements. And those elements are spiritual principles, but they've manifested, they've developed through this spiritual condensation. And so they are the realest thing. That is the realest, that's the realest of the real, the most tangible place of God. There is also said to be a shadow realm, but that's kind of a whole nother story. I don't spend much time on that because this realm already has lots of shadow. It's just open your eyes, and maybe somebody would say, well, that's it. It's not in a different place. It's just like the side of it or below it or whatever. Okay, better not to separate it then. Just keep it all together and we'll just see how it is present and not put it somewhere else. Welcome to Jesse's Story Hour. It's inevitable though. It's inescapable. You gotta go through it. You gotta go through it. I mean, maybe not every person has to go through it all. But this story that I'm creating better be worth it. I know people lose their mind. I know people live tortured lives. And mine is actually really good. I mean, I can see that it is good. I have all this freedom. I have all this space to myself. I have money. I'm not going hungry. It's pretty perfect wizardly. It's like the perfect place to have a breakdown that I've been doing for 5 years. I mean, not this where I'm not working. I mean, there was a year that I didn't work when I first got here. Yeah. And I've been really lucky with money. I mean, I did it. Nobody did it for me. Nobody gave me any money. It's all money that I managed to earn through work and investment. And it's allowed me this luxury of having time to be sick and to lose my mind. I mean, not really. I haven't lost my mind. I've just been, probably it's diagnosable of something, I'm sure. Oh my God. There's no way I would go to the hospital or a clinic or anything at this point. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not even if I was dying. No. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I am not going to be subject to that. There's nothing good. There's nothing good that they would do. No, I'm not that afraid of death. Like, if it's that serious, no. My life's been hard enough. Like, time to go. Let's recycle this one. Let's throw it in the something incinerator, throw it in the earth, throw it in the ocean. I don't know. I'm shipping out. But that's not, I don't think that's going to happen because I think things have shown me like that I am here for a reason. It's a sucky reason. I mean, no. I don't know. I haven't done jack shit yet. Not that anybody else will remember, but that might be okay. That might be okay that nobody remembers my name or anything like that. What I would like to do is feel like I brought more light to the planet. Like, this world has so much potential, and so do humans. We could have the best fucking place. Beautiful tree-lined streets with gorgeous houses, food gardens, communal areas, parks, and clean and beautiful, and for everyone. For everyone, we could have bicycle tracks that you could ride across the ocean, under the ocean, go to another country. We could have floating islands that are recycling, cleaning the, and you can also live there, and it's like a water world, heaven, like just beyond our imagination. That's possible. That's possible. These are like the gods of whatever need to have this force that is crystallizing, that is condensing and hardening and making rigid and making cruel and disciplined and harsh as well, heartless and unfair, and not sensitive, ruthless. And that energy is what has made our world so delicious. See, it's the contrast of the Saturn and Venus energy that makes things very well, also Mars obviously, but just Mars and Venus together are too kind of effervescent. They're gonna boil and turn into steam too quick, and like now we have so many kind of sensual pleasures, and that is really the Saturnian influence in making things more and more tangible, more and more real. And this is the kind of this is the Luciferian principle. It energizes that thing, and it gives it magnetism, and it gives it power to draw more energy to it. This is how any kind of fetish or idol or symbol works. It has to be made powerful because originally it didn't make itself. It did come from somewhere else, but it develops a life of its own, essentially. But Saturn is not the end. Eventually that force implodes and its essence is released. And that's what Aquarius is. In the mist that is distributed, there's the dust, say, after the pyramids are ground to dust, and they're dust in the wind, and they get caught in the clouds, and then the clouds rain that dust onto the valley and fertilize it, I guess. I don't know, something like that. Because essentially it's not about dust, it's about essence. It's about distributed chi and prana, goodness. And like, of course, the Egyptians, they believed in this, and so that's why the age of Aquarius means distribution of magic, occult knowledge, all these things, because it's an air sign. It's the mind and it's communication. And but ruled by Uranus is like, where'd that come from? like a storm that just blew in, and like something on the windshield. Bug. Uranus is the in the tower card, the lightning struck tower. Although I think some might say Mars. Anyways, I think it is the lightning bolt. I believe it's the logos. I'm a little rusty on this stuff. Yeah, it's the tower's not Mars. No, it's Uranus. If it's not, it is the the bolt of lightning from the mouth of God, also known as the Logos, the voice of God, is this Uranian bolt. And, perhaps it's what destroys the black cube and and pulverizes it. Because that's the end of time, right? The black cube is time. It's time and space. It's the crystallization of now, the moment, the present. Although that could be debated that it's just around it. Um, so yeah, the age of Aquarius is the age of enlightenment because it's after the fall. It's after the loss of spirit, and so then there's a recognition that something was lost. But also what is gained is the wisdom of the fall. And there's a realization of a higher purpose, and that is for all of humanity. And that's why the Aquarius is a man and is the cherubic archangel, and Aquarius is fixed air. Fixed air because it is like the most tangible part of air, because it's mist. It's condensate. Condensate before it's shun. Isn't shun when it's on something? And then it falls in the ocean, and Pisces pisses on it.